What is going on, guys? Hope everyone is doing very well. So in this video, we are going to be doing some hand sounds, some hand movements. And I haven't made a video with some soft speaking in a long time, and I really feel like talking today. So I hope you are up for it. So we're gonna front load this one, guys, because I have some big news to start off. So literally in the time since I made my last video, I have become an uncle, which is pretty cool. My girlfriend, we were talking on the phone about it, and she said something to the effect of like, oh, you must really feel like an adult now that you're like getting older. And I was like, more? Like, come on. I'm still young and vibrant. Why are you trying to age me? So we had a little bit of a good laugh, but my sister just recently had her first baby, a boy named Oliver, and in the time, like literally as I'm recording this, we are getting ready to do a family trip that I'm leaving for tomorrow morning. So by the time that you're seeing this, I'll probably already be back, but hopefully it went well. So let's see, guys. I think if you watch this channel regularly, you sort of know my, I guess we'll call it talent, for just these stream of consciousness videos, and with abrupt topic changes and like thoughts that seemingly come out of nowhere, but that is my mind. So literally, this is like kind of a weird and very specific question, but I am genuinely curious from anyone who watches my videos. Does anyone in the audience, is their dad like really, really into the different varieties of apples seemingly out of nowhere? Like, I don't know what it is, but I was on the phone with my dad the other day, and he was talking about how it's so funny, but like how they have the Snapdragon apples at the grocery store. It's like, oh my god, you need to try them. So, I mean, obviously I tried them and they were very good. But I've like, I don't know, it's rubbing off on me in this weird way, where now my dad and I, when we talk on the phone, we're talking about the different apples that we've tried and like which ones are the good ones, which ones we should avoid. And I don't know. It's just really, really funny to me in that way. I think my dad and I both kind of have sort of a very similar disposition for the way that our mind works. Is when it's something that we really like, we really focus on it. We really spend time to understand exactly what's going on. And I don't know, it's just very funny that we are trying different apples together. A little bit of bonding time, but I don't know why that just came into my mind, but a lot lot of things are happening. So there's that. I made a little bit of a mental checklist of some of the things that I wanted to talk about, just to kind of stay organized, but I think it's no surprise to anyone that once I really get going, the organization sort of crumbles. So, tomorrow I will be driving up to Vermont, and my family, we've all rented an Airbnb together, which I think will be really fun. And I only packed a lot of photo stuff with me, not a lot like I normally do. So, a little bit of progress there. But otherwise, my girlfriend and I have both gotten wedding invitations from good friends of ours. So we're like, we have so much to do in October, so we're trying to plan everything. And I know it's going to be really fun, but sometimes it is a little bit of like, okay, we really got to coordinate on this one. And like plan the flights, plan the hotels. But it's really exciting. So one of my very good friends will be getting married early this October, which all of our friends have been anticipating for a while, but it's very exciting. And my girlfriend is very, very excited for her friend Christopher to be getting married. So I have been pretty busy these days. I think a lot of you guys know that I'm trying to, I guess you could say, establish myself in photography. And it's going okay. I've gotten like a couple of part-time jobs, some photo gigs here and there. And it is kind of coming down to a little bit of networking, which I'm definitely looking to improve upon. So I hope that everyone has been having a good summer. I have just been like melting outside, which actually is literally the reason I got my hair cut. I finally got that summer cut, because I can feel like, especially on the sides of my head, like the wind going through, which is so nice. But I've been doing a lot of biking lately, trying to rein it in a little bit, keeping the physical activity up. You know, just as we age is more important. Not that I'm getting old. Still young and vibrant, remember. So let's see, guys, what else? So to kind of jump back to the photography stuff, I did just assist recently on a few photo shoots, and it was a really, really fun and exciting learning experience. I have been working with a photographer who is local to me, and she is very, very good and has like so much experience. Like, it's one of those situations where you're like, okay, I'm gonna learn a lot here. So it's been really exciting to be able to get more familiar with the photo gear, like how to set it up, and just working with people, posing them. There's just really so much that goes into it that we don't always think about. So, she and I have been talking about, well, maybe me producing a podcast, like a video podcast, which I am excited about. I think it'll be fun. I really, really enjoy podcasts. Actually, guys, this is a good and unintended segue into earlier in the channel's history. I was trying to make episodes of kind of like an ASMR podcast with members of this audience. And I did make one with Julia, which is still on the channel. But if you'd like to be on a podcast episode with me where we make some sounds together and we kind of chit-chat, I had a really fun time with it, and if that's something that you are interested in, shoot me an email. You can find my email address. It should be in the About section on my channel page, if I remember correctly. But it's PRESTONTALKZZZ. Literally the name of the channel, I could have just said that. But that's at gmail.com. So, a lot of stuff, guys, and sometimes I can't really always get my thoughts out all at once. So let's just slow it down a little bit more. So I think we can keep our hand movements a little bit more flowing, more relaxed. Just keep everything a little bit more loose. And I think really one of the kind of signatures of the hand sounds is it's really more of a light sound and really so much variation that it keeps you from being almost like used to the sound. and that's why I think I find hand sounds particularly tingly. So let's see, guys, what else has been going on? I've been doing a lot of gardening. I just have like a section where I put in like a little wooden planter, and I've been growing some herbs, a little bit of spices, and just some, not an abundance of crops, but some peppers, like bell peppers, some chili peppers, and a few tomatoes. So I didn't always garden actually, and I think it is quite relaxing. For me, my mind a lot of the time is really sort of fragmented and going in multiple directions. So I find that when I can just focus on one thing in particular, it just really helps me relax. I've talked about this before, but that was, in thinking about it, the main reason that I really enjoyed when I played sports. It's just there is only the game to focus on. And sort of being prepared